So I'm trying to go up George Creek. It's not super obvious where to go, but I thought this ice was cool. This is the trailhead. How cold is it higher up? Anyway, I'm just in this little maze here. I tried to read some directions and I said, screw it. I'll just try to figure out which way to go when I get there. Just shy of 8,000 feet. Just showing the East Trail. Here it's not super obvious, but terrain's pretty good. Just a lot of side hilling. There's a few brushy places. That's the only stuff I worry about on the return. Everything else, I mean, this is easy. It's cross country, it's steepish and loose, but it's, clear where to go. Although the trail isn't super obvious just here, it's actually pretty good. I'm just working my way up the canyon. You can see there's ducks all over. If I can get back during the day, this should be easy to return. The sad thing, I'm lying to myself. I almost certainly won't get back during the day. And I'm curious how hard some of that trail will be to follow coming back. Because I could see myself wasting a lot of time wandering around. But there's stuff I want to do, so I'm going to try to do it. Still working up George Creek. I remember there was something in Seco where I thought about water over a slab. I don't know if I crossed. Somebody went up here. They built a little ramp. So I figured that'll go. So far it's been pretty just pick a side and go, and it seems to work. So I think I'll go up here. Although I did see a cairn over there, but it's hard to know. Is that signaling to cross or to be on that side? I don't know. I'm now on top of that slab. It looks like I could have just walked around and come down there. That probably would have been safer and better when I'm tired. So on the return, maybe I'll do that. Oh, out of breath from that. Just continuing along the East Trail here up the canyon. It's getting more and more pretty. This is a nice, I guess an unexpected surprise for me. And I can still see, the trees are blocking it. I was gonna say you could see straight out into the Owens Valley, but not anymore. I've left George Creek, which is over here. This is where one would go if they were going to Williamson off this other drainage. And I'm headed up here somewhere across these slabs. I don't know if the East Trail is still around, but the trail's easy to go, or the train's easy. And now I'm headed to wherever I'm going. Why does this happen in my brain? Mount something unofficially named. Oh, this is terrible. Carl Heller. Oh, I'm so worried about my brain when this happens. This is where I start to wish I had read some trip reports. I'm headed this, I don't know, some creek coming out. There's a lake up here, but I'm starting to get pushed. Like it's cliffy, so I'm hoping up here. The map looks like going up should be okay. But this is where if I'd read trip reports, I'd have some sort of insight. And I thought, oh, there's a really good clear view of the valley. I'll get a signal. No, I won't. But it's all good. Now just below the lake, and I'm approaching this head wall. So I'm going to go up the climber's right here, since that looks smoother. And then hopefully it's a nice easy walk past the lake, where I should be able to see the objective. Notice I said objective because I forgot the peak's name again. Carl Heller. How sad. I think it was a waste of time to come over here because this slope looks pretty easy. So I'm just headed over here, and that's Carl Heller right there. Looks intimidating. We'll see how that goes. All right, this is the first full view of the east ridge of Carl Heller. So I'll just go around this lake, probably on the, I guess, south side here. And then just go up the ridge. And then we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna try, I think this is, there's two other, we'll call them peaks here. I have no idea how difficult they are, so I'm gonna see if I can get to them. And then I'll come to, there's another peak up behind here. unnamed if I have time. I'm being wildly overambitious. But either way, I'll come back over Vacation Pass right there. I can hear the ice cracking. It's a bit intimidating. It's not super common, but I was banging on it with my trekking pole. I have no idea if it's somehow related. That can't be enough force. Or maybe it can. Oh, that's scary. Anyway, I'll definitely be walking around this lake. I don't know if it picks up, but every once in a while there's just this huge thump. I think that's cracking ice. Anyway, I think it's okay. I don't think it's inappropriate to throw rocks at ice. I've been playing around here. What a great use of my time, eh? Anyway, just headed around the lake. This is a cool basin. Although I should probably stop putting this off. Oh, I'm intimidated. I haven't done anything in a while that involves actual scrambling. God, look how thick this ice is. I don't know if it shows up here, but let's see. You can see from the cracks in it how deep it goes. Some of these are, let's say, at least 5 inches. Although I guess, it's been high in the 20s for many of these days, and the low in the teens, so that adds up. I know there's a formula to determine how quickly ice grows, and it's not covered by snow. God, that'd be so cool if that sound picks up. It's like pew, pew, pew. That's so weird. Anyway, all right, gotta get on it. All right, here's a head-on view of east ridge of Mount Carl Heller. This looks a lot better and feel much more comfortable. I can see there's a few sections where, I probably have to stop and think, but this fits a lot more with the mostly class 3, few class 4 moves. Before I was looking at it, I was kind of like, ugh. But I think I can handle this. We'll see. So I guess this is the start of the route. I suppose I'll just go up here where the shadow meets the sun and then right over and gain the ridge. And that's back there, theoretically the second objective of the day, if I can get to it. We'll see how that goes. Oops. And then again, there's the pass, which I've momentarily forgotten the name of. Quite sad. Vacation Pass. I'm with it. I'm hip. All right, I've gained the ridge. It's probably some low grade, really easy class 5 with huge jugs. But this is all class 3 now. So I'll just continue on the ridge. I think I go into the chute right here in the center. We'll see what happens. Anyway, so far so good. This is such a neat ridge. Look at this. It's a little sidewalk that goes out of sight there, but I think I can just walk on the right of this little gendarme. Pretty cool. More like 30 meters from where I was before, but it's just such a cool ridge. Look at this. What fun. I don't know why I waited so long to do this. I could have done it when I was more acclimatized and in better shape. I'm sucking wind up here. It just continues to be such a joy. It's going a lot slower than I'd hoped though. Oh, out of shape, not acclimatized. Getting there though. Not too much further. Let's see if I can stay on the ridge. I may have to drop off on the side here, but something will go. There's always a way. All right, so it's getting the upper end of class 3, the start of class 4 again. I think this might end up being the toughest part, at least mentally. It's hard to see. Physically, or in terms of technique, it doesn't look too hard, but we shall see what happens. I think it's dark in about 2.5 hours. I'm in such a poor spot. I mean, I'll get off this, and I should note, I just came off the ridge here, and I'm just going along to the ledge to, let's see here. I'll just continue on this ledge. I think it'll go right up to that chute and go up there. So this one I can knock out. Then I just have to decide, do I want to try any others? Like, how much do I want to screw myself for later tonight and tomorrow? Slow as I'm going, if my mental outlook's good. So I may very well try another and just accept, well, it'll be a late night. It's just I want to do stuff tomorrow too. And sometimes if I, get back at 5, that makes it hard. But man, look at this view. This is so cool. Wish I showed up a little more acclimatized and in better shape. But that aside, this is cool. Oh, and this must be, I think Williamson is over here. Yeah, those might be the horns on Williamson. I'm not 100% sure. That could be Williamson. I'll have to check. So this would make that like Trojan or something over here. Not 100% sure. I'll have to figure that out when I get to the summit. Look at the map. Here's the last view of the ridge before the chute. I alternated between going on the skiers left and the ridge. The balance is going a bit, so I thought it's down the side. Even though I think it's probably technically harder. Anyway, I'm almost here. Just up there, and I'm not actually sure how far the summit is from here, but I don't think it's that far. Nice to be in the sun again. My hands are a little chilled, but everything else is not. All right, I made it to the summit of Mount Carl Heller. This is Whitney in the background here. So one of these must be Russell, I think. I don't know anything over here. This is totally new to me. I was thinking of going down to this peak, but I don't think I'm gonna try. It's like Hale and Young and all that, I think. I really don't know this area. Great Western Divide. Table Mountains look pretty clear out there right in the center. There's Table. You can see Milestone. Table. Midway. Trojan maybe. I never did look at the map. I think that's got to be Williamson. I'm starting to get a pretty bad headache. I'm going to eat my pizza that's in the foil wrapper there and probably head back down. I may try to do this peak here. I don't know. We'll see. It's 3 p.m. It gets dark at like 4:30. Oh, I'm in trouble. Oh dear. I have a light obviously, and I've got plenty of stuff to stay warm. But that trail might be kind of a bummer on the way out. But this is so cool. I just want to stay here, but I know I can't. I've been here like 15 minutes already. Oh, this is awful. So I tried Tellanio Tower. That didn't go too well. That was hard for me. I got within one move, I think, of the top, but I didn't feel safe. So I very carefully extricated myself. Anyway, I'm just side hilling through sand. I'm not sure how far I'll have to drop. It may be faster just to go all the way down. I don't know. That's what I read. I finally got a signal. That's what Bob did. But I'm going to go up over there. So I'll have to drop at least a bit more. I'm not really saving myself much effort because I think I'll have to drop to around there. It's definitely going to be a return in the dark. Oh well.